But I feel like the people that say they don't want their kids to be faggots, their kids turn out that way anyways, because they're not putting enough attention to their children. So like, okay, you know what machismo is, right?
Yeah.
What I don't like about machismo, I like machismo. I'm gonna be the first guy. Hopefully, we get big enough. I want to be the first guy to bring machismo into the alt-right. But what I don't like about machismo is because they're so high on tea, they don't like to be around kids.
Yeah.
But what happens?
Their kids are just like the mother just takes care of them.
Yep. That's what I was gonna say. Is that because they're around the mom so much?
And what might be even worse is that the mom starts becoming more masculine.
Yeah. Because then the mom has to start. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So like, if my son is like he's constantly with his mom or his sisters or whatever, what's gonna happen is that she's gonna end up indoctrinating him with his, with her fucking bullshit, right? And I don't want that shit for my son. So I would have to find time to actually like, spend time with him. Bring him to the studio.
Yeah.
I'll bring him to the studio. But it's your Uncle Frank. Like, he's based.
Don't look in that box in the corner.
I'll bring him. I'll try to like introduce him to like the shit that I'm into.
Yeah.
But like try to figure a way to make him like it because
the problem with a lot of people, a lot of parents, is that they'll want to live like vicariously through their kids. So like with you, because you said like you want baseball. You want to do baseball as a kid?
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, dude, you gotta do baseball. You gotta do baseball." That's what my dad did with me. He was like, "Dude, you gotta do soccer."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, dude, I don't want to be up around all these beans."
But the thing is, but here's the thing. But did your dad ever have? Did you guys ever watch soccer together?
Yeah, but it was like I never got into it, even if I was watching it. Like I feel like I got more into football than I would have got like watching football. Then I got into watching soccer.
See, like something like that. Like if I want my kid to do baseball, but let's say he ends up liking soccer or basketball better, then I'll try to cater towards that because it's not exactly what I want.
Yeah.
But I also want him to be his own person. But like, because I have like this thing where it's like you as a dad, I feel like you need to be like that nigga. You need to be like that nigga because okay, I want my son to read too. I want him to be a big reader. But like, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I'm gonna have to come over to your crib and grab some of your manga and your comics. Because I'm not going to be like a faggot about it. Like, no, son, you have to read Don Quixote. You have to read The Three Musketeers. What fucking kid wants to read that bullshit? No fucking kid wants to read Don Quixote or The Mice and Men or East of Eden. Kids don't give a fuck about that shit, dude.
Yeah, you gotta find a way to like
make it look cool. Make it look cool. So
because the only reason I want to read all that stuff, or like we want to read all the old stuff, is because now we realize how it influenced the culture.
Yeah, exactly. My cousins, my cousins who I looked up to, they grew up collecting comic books in the 80s and the 90s. They even in the early 2000s, they collected comics.
No, I'm what I'm more saying is like let's say we read Berserk.
Mm-hmm.
And now we see some like the philosophy, and now it's okay. Now we want to read Nietzsche.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say. So all to get them into the classics, we need to find a way to get them into. You need to find a way to connect it towards them. That's what Star Wars did.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be into the esoteric shit if I never saw Star Wars or Avatar.
Is that they implemented they made it modern. Both the original and the prequels. Like he took a lot of things from like older fiction, older cinema, and he brought it back or he incorporated it into the story. Like the one I was like talking about is in episode 3 when Vader or Anakin when he gets the suit on, that thing's like Frankenstein.
Yeah,
it's like word for word from Frankenstein.
Yeah,
there's like a scene of what's it, or the scene when he kills all those people. That's like Godfather right there. All those stuff where he's incorporating all these things. So
high art
at that time, like you don't really think about it, but then once you're like, okay, now let me go read Frankenstein. Because if other than that, like, how are you gonna get them to read Frankenstein?
Exactly. Like for example, I like right now I'm really big into listening to Italian opera. But where did that start from? Star Wars
Yeah.
because of John Williams. That's where it started. So I want my kid not only to have like bonding with them, but I want to introduce them with the cool shit like Spider-Man, right? Or Fantastic Four, whatever. And then have them figure it out themselves. And then like if if I'm mogging, right? If I'm a mogger, right? And my son sees me reading Descartes, because I was reading Descartes, Rene Descartes, he's gonna want to be like, you know what? I want to read the shit that dad reads, you know. And I think a lot of those like machista guys, that's kind of where they fall apart because they're so high on tea that they don't want to be around their kids. So then the wife starts indoctrinating the kid. Oh no, mijo, you don't want to read Spider Man. You want to read
Anna Green Gables.
Junie B. Jones.
Anna Green Gables fighter though. Never mind.
You want to read Dork Diaries, you know, stupid shit like that because a lot of women, not all women, but a lot of women want to like.
Talking about the thing where they're like, "Oh, I'm not gonna gender what my kids are into," and then they just do the faggot shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm not gonna do that, and then it's like, why are you just giving him faggot shit then?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I think most moms try to turn their sons into faggots. I don't know if you went through that as a kid.
Whoa! This is one I forgot. Since we're talking about this, have you been tapped into this this Ashley St. Clair thing? The Elon's baby mama.
I just know she did an interview with somebody. I don't know who.
But did you see how she's doing like a heel turn?
No. Oh wait, no, she's going back to liberal, right?
Well, yeah. Basically, she's going back her default state. Like randomly, she just starts. She like she randomly decides to like come back after like not saying anything for a while, and I think like Elon took her verification away and all this shit. It's funny. I look who follow or no, you know, you got a few people following her.
Do I follow her?
No, but when I was first looking it up, the only one who said still follow her was Gavin McGinnis. But no, she still has followers. But cause you know how like Nick, he doesn't have his well, if he doesn't have like a verification badge.
Yeah.
So like yeah, Elon can just decide like I don't want to give it to you. He didn't. He took hers away. I think it's funny. I guess she said that she moved to Instagram now, but basically she just like randomly decided to come back and she's like doing all these fucking photo shoots and shit, and she was saying like, oh, I changed my mind on like transsexuals or transgenders or whatever, because like back in the day I think she said it too. Yeah, in an effort to make amends in best interest of all parties, my name will be removed. That's let me see, where's the no one posted it. Anyways, it was like a kid's book that was supposed to like teach kids that like, oh no, like you can't be, if you're cisgender, you can't be this gender. Or anyway, so like what's her name? She like came back, and I think she came back to like complain about how like AI is or Grok AI is like making her naked or something, like shit like this.
That's why I seen on Facebook all these like white knights are coming out saying like, oh, like niggas are really out here making girls like naked.
And I guess she's like defending the what's it called, the Renee Good or whatever incident and all this stuff. So basically she's completely doing a heel turn. And it can't, you can't help but just feel like the only reason she's doing this turn is because
despite Elon.
No, it's not really that. It's just that like she's done grifting because she basically like 100% did the whole grift that you can do if you're on alt-right, not alt-right, but you know, conservative thing, Twitter. She basically maxed it out. She did the as a female the biggest thing you can do, which is have the child of a billionaire, one of the richest men in the world, multi-billionaire. That's like the top thing she could do. And then she was like, yep, guess I'm done. Because it's hard to believe that she's like, oh well, like I've had a change of thoughts. It's not like that. It's just that you got
pump and dumped.
Yeah. And then you realize it can't benefit you anymore. So then you're like, you know what? I can make I guess I can get some more attention because she's having all these articles written about her and this whole photo shoot.
I think my mom was talking about that. My mom, I use my mom as like the voice of normies. She's very much.
And then she's like attacking like Grok, and it's like, okay, like you got like a professional photographer to like post you getting burned at
There
like
has to
have
be
like a
some
witch burning.
esoteric symbolism
Like
because we need to see if Izzy said anything about this.
I haven't been paying attention to this shit in a while. I haven't seen any of his thing. Like I know he posts on YouTube, but I haven't seen any of his TikTok.
I've been
things or
seeing
whatever.
him comment on a bunch of Freemason shit. He's like, "You're still a goy" or some shit like that.
I haven't seen him like on YouTube like
I think Izzy. I think I'll pay for his content.
I didn't know I paid for his Patreon for like actually no, I didn't pay for it. I got like a free trial for like a week, and then I immediately once I did it I like deleted it or I unsubbed because there was one video I wanted to see because he has a video breaking down like the satanic roots of like Sabrina Carpenter, and I saw like the little video he posted on YouTube, and I was like, okay, let me see the whole explanation.
Yeah,
Of,
I
like,
got recently I had Voice of Reason.
recommended to you.
No, I got the
You subbed it?
Patreon, yeah, because he made a video about like Catholicism, like like what are the best books and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, like I want to see what's going on with this guy. And then it was like $7. It's not a big deal.
I paid $5 for that one, and I did not even use it other than that the time we looked at it. But yeah, no, it just feels like disingenuous that like she's doing. But what I was trying to say is that okay, so she's saying she's I think the main gastrous account talks about this. You know, the main account gastrous TBT1 or whatever that we post on. Well, but what it said was that like because you know how Elon he's having all these like kids with all these different women
Based, yeah.
because well you know the reason why he's doing it is because he believes that like we need that or that at least him that he needs to put his seed out everywhere and he needs to basically he wants to have all these like this like influence in the world and he wants his influence to be to like happen after he's gone with all these kids. But then I think the way how they're gonna try to get back at them because she's like the way she just decides to talk about like oh I'm fine with transgenders and all this, like it makes it sound like that's what she's gonna try to do with the kid. And I think some guy there's like some anon on Twitter, he was like, yeah, Elon, you should get custody of your kid. And Elon was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to I just put in a thing or whatever. So because that's how she's gonna try to get back at him. She's gonna try to be like, oh yeah, my kid's transgender. Because if the kid's transgender, because what we're talking about like kids
being raised by the mom,
influenced by their moms. So if you have a kid, you know, that's amazing. Can you do that?
Amazing.
Having a kid is amazing.
Who are you?
Having a kid is amazing.
Who are you?
They had I like how like that thing was like water and oil, them talking.
Yeah, it was.
Like
well, we could get into that in a bit, but we're talking about the moms.
But
what's your name?
Having a kid is amazing. But if your kid doesn't have a kid, then like
what was the point?
Yeah. Because okay, I'm not saying like you can't technically I guess there is like instances of like if you're a transgender you can like find a way to like get like basically you ever see those transgenders that just like reverse engineer like a heterosexual couple, like let's say like I go male to female and then there's like a girl that goes female to male and then we get together
and she gets pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, she carries the baby is what you're saying.
Yeah.
He carries the baby.
He carries the baby. That would still be like a transsexual thing, but I'm pretty sure most of the time if you're becoming a transgender, like you're basically like admitting
sterilizing.
You're sterilizing yourself, being fertile and all this shit.
I think she's gonna try to raise her son against her father. But I think now because like although young niggas are starting to say like fuck women.
I don't know why you know what you said. It was so funny.
All the young niggas are starting to say fuck women. So she's gonna try to program him, but then it's not gonna work because my mom tried making me to a faggot, not literally because she's homophobic. She's like low key homophobic. But no, yeah, she trans. What does it say?
So this is a reply. I guess she lives in Manhattan, New York. I guess Elon's paying for that apartment. It says all the good girls. So she's still tweeting like a 21-year-old sex laptop. But then this guy's saying transitioning in a 1-year-old question mark question mark. Let me like that post. Then he's like, she never said that. I don't know. I don't know who the fuck would. I don't know who the fuck would be supporting her right now. I guess they're just doing it to fuck with Elon. Let me see what you post.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think they hate Elon and conservatism so much that they'll just be like, oh no, yeah, they'll just defend her.
The southeast of England.
Oh, yeah, and also I guess not to mention, but she's.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
But she got a nose job allegedly. But
no, yeah, my mom tried to do it because she didn't want me playing with guns.
Yeah.
She didn't want me playing with guns. She didn't want me playing Call of Duty. Like she wanted me to do martial arts, but she didn't want me to do like.
She wanted you to do like breathing exercises.
Yeah, like Tai Chi or something like that. And then like she wanted me to play piano. I'm sorry, I know it is classy, but I do think it is kind of like to play the piano.
She should have gave you a beat maker.
No, yeah, because
she should have gave you 808.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, yeah, my mom really tried to like, because she wanted me to be soft, not gay. She wanted to be like you know that liberal voice that I told you about?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, you have to remember we have to love and cherish our women in our community. That voice, she wanted me to talk like that. She said, "What?" Because she would tell me, like, "Why can't you talk a little nicer?" I'm like, what do you mean, Mom? Like she basically wanted me to talk like fucking Gavin Newsom. I don't fucking know, but yeah, she wanted me to talk like a liberal. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, I'm not talking like that. It's, I'm like, no, yeah, I remember. Because then my dad would try to help me out too. He'd be like, no, don't listen to your mom. She's crazy. Shout out to my dad in that sense. But yeah, mothers do make their kids gay, or they soften them up to the point where they may turn gay. And like I said, going back to the whole machismo thing and everything I'm doing for my kids, if I ever end up having kids, yeah.
Just in case you start looks maxing and become infertile. Hope that doesn't happen.
Yep.